Morning guys, in this video I'm going to talk about why I used to struggle in my dating life and how I solved it. So I traveled the world for the last 7 years as a dating coach. I started this journey as a dating coach actually, and I've worked with guys from around the whole world and traveled to different countries like Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Germany, all over the place, Latvia, Lithuania, Ukraine, all over, and I've stayed in these places and I've done boot camps with people. And I'll tell you first of all why I struggled with my dating life. So I remember I was in South Africa on New Year's Eve when I was about like 19 or something like that, and all my friends had like girls with them at this party and stuff like that, and I didn't. And I remember being so ashamed when all of the girls was like sitting by our tents and I was alone and all my friends had girls with them. It was the most ashamed moment that I've had, and I felt so bad. And then later on that night, all of the girls were going in my friend's tent. It wasn't an apartment, it was a tent. They were going in the tent, and I remember so clearly like my friends being so happy, like, yeah, we're about to get laid and all that, and smiling and all that. And then I remember one of the girls entering a tent of my friend and smiling at me, like looking at me like, yeah, like, see you later, I'm about to go bang your friend. And I remember that feeling of complete misery, and it was so painful. It was like the most painful moment of my life until that point, one of the most painful. And I was also coming down off drugs at the same time, so you can just imagine, and the sun was rising. You can imagine how shitty I felt, and embarrassed too, because I was like really shredded and I was in good shape and all that, but I had no chicks with me, so I couldn't approach. That was my problem. I couldn't even approach a girl. I was so scared. Like the girls used to look at me and that, but I could not approach them. And probably the reason for that with me was that when I was a kid, a girl like molested me, and I think maybe I was scared of them because of that. But also I just had a low self-esteem because I was like smoking weed all the time and shit, and like my habits were bad, and I didn't know about habits at that time. So anyway, that painful experience acted as a catalyst for me to like actually become a dating coach. And I want to tell you guys, and having an amazing life, like wow. These last 7 years, I've literally traveled the world full time, and like my literal job was to go with guys and like help them with their dating lives, and like it was so much fun and an adventure. I'm writing a book about it, so if you would like a copy of that book when it comes out, just comment down below book, and then one of my assistants will keep your details and we'll send you a copy for free. I like the action takers, and you'll be the first to get it. But anyway, it's got like stories, like 20 or 30 different pick-up stories in different countries, like how they happened and all that. And yeah, it's a crazy book. I wouldn't want my mom to read that, that's for sure. But anyway, what I want to say is that if you go through pain and you go through failure, there's a very important principle to understand, that through every seed of failure and disappointment is an equal opportunity as well that is born from that. It's some way the reality works. I don't exactly understand how it works, but it's a well-known fact. Then, because of that painful experience, I was like, bro, I'm getting my dating life sorted. I'm never letting this happen again. And I remember feeling like a kind of determination that was just off the charts, like 100% pure determination. Let's see the sunrise again. I hope you guys are enjoying the daily videos. You know, I'm going to keep uploading them. Just give it a like and a comment if you think I should carry on. And yeah, I think it's a good idea. So anyway, I like talking to you guys in the morning. Then after that, I made that decision. I came across the book, The Game by Neil Strauss. That's how the universe works. When you make a decision, the universe starts to conspire to help you. It's very fascinating. But I read that book and I finished the whole book in one day. It's an amazing book. If you guys want to learn about like pickup and all that, read that book. It's very inspiring and entertaining. And then I started going out and trying to apply this stuff, and I was so bad at it. Like I would go out and approach and just get rejected the whole day, and I'd do it every weekend. And eventually I found a wingman that came with me, and me and this guy was so scared to approach the girls, but we kept trying. And I remember it was so difficult in the beginning. And one day I was walking in the shopping center and I saw a guy that I was at school with that was a nerd. His name's Gabriel. He's actually a very prominent coach at the moment, with game. And if you're looking for help, I'd recommend that you get his program. It's brilliant. It's technical game. And anyway, I see this guy, and I was going down the escalator, he was going up, and I was like, hey man, I wasn't even his friend at school really, and I was like, hey man, you want to come pick up girls with me? I just had that like thing to tell him that, and then he's like, yeah, for sure. And I was thinking, oh shit, this guy's gonna come do this with me. And then we went down the escalator, and I was like, okay, there's some girls. And me and my friend, when we used to go to approach, we'd like, okay, there's some girls, and we would like chode out, we wouldn't do the approach. And this guy just went straight in, and I was like, oh shit, this motherfucker. And then he would get the Instagrams, and he would get their numbers, and I was like, how does this guy do that? Like, I'm busy getting rejected all over the show, and here's this guy who was like, I was at school with him, and he was a nerd. Here he is like completely outperforming me, right? Check, the sunrise is going to start soon. And I was amazed, and I was like, bro, how do you do that? Tell me. I knew something weird was happening. And like eventually at the end, he's like, yeah, I'll tell you something. Like, I have my own community. And this is like more than 10 years ago already. This is like when I was like 20 or something like that. And I was like, holy shit. And then he started teaching me. And when he started teaching me, because this is also a skill set, right? But the habits are super important. We'll get into that. But it's also a skill set. So he started teaching me certain things, and bam, my results got better immediately. And this guy knows what he's doing. And now he's even better. So I would recommend, if you guys are technical minded and like you're analytical, get his program. His group is on Facebook. It's called Social Hacker. No, is it? Yeah, it's called Social Hacker. It used to be called Surgical, but it's called Social Hacker, and his name is Gabriel Gray. And this guy's a genius, man. And you can see he makes free content too that's really, really good. And anyway, he started teaching me, and my results went better immediately because he knows exactly what he's doing. He's like a robot. I mean that in a good way if you're watching this, Gabriel. But he's very clever, that guy. And my results got better immediately. So now I was boosted with some results and all that. And then it helped me get momentum. Because you see, guys, if you don't know what you're doing with this thing, with game, it's very hard to persist and to continue. And a lot of guys give up. That's why getting coaching, investing in programs is a good idea. But the problem now is that there's so many fakers out there that it's hard to find a real coach, and people are losing faith. But I will tell you, I put my cock on the block that guy is legit. Like, cock on the block means like you could chop my dick off if I'm talking shit. That guy's legit as they come. Anyway, I started doing it more, getting better results and all that. Then I started a business, different kind of business, and we're still friends. We're still going out all the time. I was part of his community, and also being part of community is very important for success. Like, I'm part of recovery community of people that stay sober. That helps me stay sober. I'm part of my own community with the habits. That helps me master my habits. And I'm part of these communities like with Gabriel, and that he's like one of my best friends. And that keeps me in the game. But now I'm not really gaming that much. I actually want to get married. But anyway, then eventually I sold the business or whatever. And he was like, yeah, bro, come to Poland. There's a pickup convention there. And he was like very insistent that I do this. And I saved up money. I went to the convention, and I saw these guys teaching pickup. And I was already like a monster at that time. I was really good at it. And my social skills were like elite level already. And then I already started traveling the world at that time. I was like 1 year in. And I went to this pickup convention. At that time, I was working as a manual laborer. I was literally lifting up boxes and carrying them upstairs. I was a mover. And he's like, come to this thing. And I went there, and I saw these people teaching game, and I was like, bro, I'm better than all of these guys. And he also knew that I was better than them because I'm pretty good at it. And then I started my company. My first one was called Alpha Male Mindset. It still exists, the group on Facebook. It's only for men, and you can join it if you like. But it's a private group, so you have to answer some questions when you join. But if you don't find it, type in like Michael Collins Alpha Male Mindset Pickup or something like that. You should find it, or send me a direct message on Instagram. Upward Spiral Motivation, that's my Instagram. But now it's turned into self-development. But then I started that. It became very successful, and I started coaching people, traveling the world and doing all these things. And then I started coaching these guys, and I started coaching lots of them from different countries, from America, from Germany, from all over the world, Australians, people from the Netherlands, you name it. And I used to analyze them, and I used to think, okay, how can I help this guy get results? Because the reason that people would become successful at things in life and as coaches is because they help people get results. That's what Gabriel explained to me, and it's true. It's like, you're not going to be a successful coach unless you get them results. So I was like thinking, okay, what can I do to get these people results? And I started like thinking about it all the time. And then eventually, that's how I came up with the upward spiral of excellence theory, because I realized like most of these guys get bad results because they have a bad self-esteem, and they have a bad self-esteem because they're not doing things they respect in their own lives, like acts of discipline, living a conscience congruent life. And I came up with that theory, upward spiral of excellence, like 5 years ago or something like that, or more. I was in Ukraine when that happened, so it was maybe like 5 or 6 years now. And it started off just like ambition, discipline, consistency, because I realized that I became successful because of applying those principles. I kept posting in my group, I kept going to gym and all that. But now the theory is like super advanced, and you can see the books for yourself on my website, www.usoe.club/join. You can get the habit trackers, the resources, everything absolutely free of charge. Anyway, so I was like, okay, these guys are not getting results because of that. So I started teaching that, but also teaching like some technical game and all that stuff, because you still need a balance of that. And if you're struggling in your dating life now, I want you to understand the main reason is because you're stuck in your comfort zone. That's the main reason. Like I can bet anything that you probably struggle to approach. If you're struggling in your dating life, you probably haven't been approaching much. Your social skills are probably lacking, and you have to learn to get out of your comfort zone, and that's what these habit trackers are about. I'll show you them. This is like my one that I use. This is for a children's program, this one here, but this is my one, and I track my habits every day. It's very simple, but extremely powerful. And when you do this, and you start to master your habits, you become more confident in yourself. Your self-esteem rises. You become more desirable to women as well, because women aren't attracted to guys that don't have discipline. It's just a fact. And this is because mating is about making children, right? So when a woman decides who to mate with, subconsciously there's very powerful mechanisms at play which are there to ensure the survival of her offspring. And if you acting like a baby boy, you're not working hard, you're not exercising, you're not eating healthy food, then invariably you will be a liability to the children you might potentially produce with her. And that's why, like now, the whole USOE, I don't even really teach pickup anymore. I just teach self-development. But people in my private coaching program, in the group coaching program, on the calls, they can ask me questions about that. And like, our private WhatsApp group, they can ask me questions on that, and I help them with anything that they have problems with. But the main thing is about really manning up in our lives, guys, and becoming better men. And that's why I quit drinking, I quit using drugs, I go to gym every day, I work every day, like a lot. I wake up very early, and like now, it's got to a level that like even sometimes women approach me, and that's because I've invested so much in myself. And I want to tell you guys, if you're going through a hard time now, you need to start stacking as many W's as possible. Stack those things, self-invest. And we're living in a world where people bring each other down all the time. And I don't want to bring you guys down. I'm trying to raise you up. And, I'm just telling you guys the truth about how this whole thing works with the discipline, with the habits and all that. And a lot of people, they hate me for that. But I understand that the majority of people, 99% of the people, are not serious about their goals. And then when someone comes and like actually shows them, okay, bro, this is how you succeed. You get these habit trackers, you do this, you do that, you write down these exercise of your goals and stuff. Then they don't like that person because now I've given them the system, I've given them accountability, and now their success or failure is on them. And I do this for the people that want to actually win. If you actually want to win, if you actually want to get your dating life in order, start with tracking your habits. You can even make it a habit to approach the girls. Then you've given yourself accountability. You know that the people who fail are people who cannot be rigorously honest with themselves. And be honest with yourself. Take this moment to be honest and say, bro, I'm not happy right now. And I'm going to do what it takes to become happy, because happiness is earned. If you just sit there and you do nothing about this, you will become more miserable. You'll become more depressed. If you don't go out there and you start approaching and working on yourself to make yourself a more high value man, you're going to be fucked. Just simple as that. And then what's happened in this world, and don't let these people deceive you, is that a lot of these guys, they wasted their lives. And they sitting there 40 years old, 50 years old, out of shape, no woman, no money. And they're online hating on people, trying to discourage them because they want them in the same boat as them. I don't want you in that boat, brother. I want you in this boat. The boat of excellence, the boat of abundance, the boat of being jacked, papa. I want you on this boat, bro. See, I even make t-shirts to help people enter the upward spiral. But I want you on this, and I don't want you on this. And this is actually a graphic, one of the graphics from the book, one of the books that I made that's available to you guys. And I'm working on new habit trackers and all that stuff, and I work on my program all the time. We have 3 coaching calls a week. And, you know, we have a daily accountability group, and that's one of the other reasons that a lot of guys don't succeed in their dating life or in their self-development for that matter, is they don't have the humility to learn from people. I learned from Gabriel Gray. I learned from Shawn Michaels. He's another brilliant coach. He was in the army for 10 years. He's a British pickup coach, and I traveled around with him a lot as well, through Europe and all that. And I learned from Wes Watson. I learn from whoever I can. If I just meet someone and they have good advice, I listen to them. But the point is that I'm careful who I listen to, because on the internet you'll have millions of these people. Yeah, this is how you get good with girls, bro. And this is all this bullshit. And then I look at the person and I really think, does this person know what they're talking about? Because if they're trying to give me advice, they're trying to direct my life path. Is this person's advice valid? Is this person where I want to be? Is this person doing what they say they're doing? Because there's coaches out there, like one of them, John Anthony, that I really don't like, that he is completely fraudulent, in my opinion. I believe that guy's completely leading people astray with what he teaches. He teaches manipulation. He doesn't teach about the self-development aspect to becoming good with women, which I believe is vital. It's a basis of everything, and all the pickup coaches should be talking about this. And what happens is that you get a whole society that's led astray, that's confused about how to get better results. And let me tell you something. Women are attracted to men on the upward spiral, and they are repelled by men on the downward spiral. And wherever you are in your life right now, you can start being on upward spiral today. You can just print a habit tracker. It's for free. I don't even need your money anymore. That's how successful I became. And you can print that thing out and you can start doing it. And if you have any doubts that you can do it, brother, let me show you something. We have a children's program. Yeah, and children track their habits. And children actually enjoy tracking their habits. So don't tell me, bro, that your limiting beliefs are so strong that even a child can be doing this and you can't, bro. Please. I know this world brings people down, but for fuck's sakes. Look, there's another child's one, and they're blank as well. So if you go to the website, I'll show you the website. If you can spread the word about the kids program, I'd appreciate that. www.usoe.club/kids. Self-development program for children. And That's the thing, guys. When you step up in this world, and this is a very exciting thing, when you step up in this world, you're going to stand out. You're going to be very attractive to women because your competition is other men, and these guys have no discipline at all. It's actually fucked up. But it's good news for you as a guy who's serious about getting this shit together and getting good with women. You will dominate, bro. Absolutely dominate using my system there. And it's simple. You just stack your W's every night. It takes 1 minute a night. And when you start the habits, you're going to feel resistance and all these weird feelings, but you're going to overcome them. And eventually you're going to be in the zone where I'm at, that it's just effortless. It's effortless, bro. I just live, and it's like not even hard, bro. I wake up at 3 o'clock. I do my things. I do ice showers. I train every day, once or twice a day. I do these videos. I do content. I manage my team. I do a hell of a lot of tasks. And I work a lot, bro, like 16 hours a day or whatever. And I like it. I enjoy it, actually. And it's nice because what it is I'm very engaged with life. And that's what I want for you guys. Get more engaged with life. Don't look at your position now and think, oh, this is the end, and feel like fear of the future or feel hopelessness or any of that. I remember feeling hopeless, and I look back now and I think, Papi, what were you hopeless about, bro? Don't be hopeless, guys. And if you want, jump on the program. You can do anything, bro. You can do anything, brother. Don't let hopelessness overcome you. Add me on Instagram, Upward Spiral Motivation. I post on my stories every day when I wake up early like that. I wake up every day like that early, 7 days a week. I go to the gym 7 days a week or 14 days a week sometimes when I do twice a day. Eat healthy every day. Do the upward spiral. Like, that's the thing about me that separates me from these other coaches, that I really follow my program. And I'll give you guys hope because I'll show you, look what happens to a person's life when they live with integrity. That's what the program's about, integrity to yourself. So ask yourself, what is that voice in my head telling me to do? My conscience. I'm not talking about the other voices, the ones that are fearful or doubtful and shit. I'm talking about your conscience, the most bravest voice you have, the voice of reason, the voice of truth. What's that telling you to do, bro? And you can just listen to that voice, bro, and I promise you everything will work out perfectly because our conscience is the authentic voice of God working in our lives. That's why it directs us what's right and what's wrong. Is it right for you to be lonely? Is it right for you to sit there without any woman in your life with no confidence? Is it right for you to not be committed to your self-development? Of course it's not right. And this conscience, what's fascinating about it is that it works with all of us. It's something we all have, and it's actually the most powerful part of our whole mind. And the program is designed to help you live in alignment with your conscience. I'll show you. These are some books that I made. This is one. It's a journal that you do every day, every morning and every night. And there's another book. Let me find it. It's somewhere around here. You see, I've got the USOE clothing and all that. You see, yeah, this is it. Oh no, this is an advanced journal. This is an upgraded one. But this is another one, the theory book. Let me show you guys this. This is a theory book here to help you clarify your goals. There's different exercises and different information. This is the priority pyramid for how you spend time and your mental states. This is one for you to fill out. So you'll see there's all the instructions there. This is that same graphic of upward spiral and downward spiral momentum. You see over there. And questions about your self-development, the vibrational frequency chart, habit trackers. I've got even better ones already. This book's being updated today. And that's me before and after with the addiction and the downward spiral and the upward spiral, you know. And I just want to tell you guys, bro, I'll never give up on you guys. I'll show up every single day for the rest of my life for you guys. And I'll do these programs. I upgrade the program every day. And you won't trust me when I tell you this program is powerful like you don't even know. Just try it yourself for 7 days, bro, and you'll see. Once you stack W's and you see your behavior in the past is respectable and it's something that you're really proud of, my man, you're gonna feel confident, puppy. You're gonna feel so confident that you won't even know. You won't even believe how confident you feel. You won't even believe that you don't even have resistance. Like, people are like, oh, I get approach anxiety. Bro, when you're on the upward spiral of excellence, you don't even have approach anxiety. It doesn't even exist. It doesn't even exist for me. I can't even believe that people still have it. I mean, I can, because I used to, but like, bro, what the hell, bro? And when you have this kind of confidence that you get from the upward spiral of excellence, women can feel that. They feel that so strong. You can probably feel it too, like how I'm just talking so fluently. I'm just being myself. I'm being authentic. And authenticity is the highest vibrational frequency that there is. It's the highest vibrational frequency on the whole chart. And that's why when you ask girls, it's always a common answer about game. You say to them, do you have any advice when I approach, or like with dating? They're like, yeah, just be yourself. I know you've heard that. And what they're talking about is that they're attracted to men on a high frequency. So it's like, be a good version of yourself and be yourself. But when you're not being a good version of yourself, and then you go there, you feel like you have to try and like be someone you're not and all this crap. And yeah, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, if you don't do any of that stuff, please do it. It'll really help me grow the channel. I know all the YouTubers say that, but please actually do it for me. You know, I'm putting effort into these. I put effort into the tools. Show me some love. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.